see as a threat to mankind.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks. What on earth happened here?
Much energy for so little result.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman, butchered by some savage scowl.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know of Ascalon?
Ascalon.
I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was huge.
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Does any symbol of faith ask a question? Or just what you believe? That's the question right there.
Have you embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty would smell better.
Check the morgue real quick too. They're vampires, I think. Maybe just some damn screeching. There's this damn morgue of vampires. To the ground. You weren't there to the hospital, buddy.
It's locked. Time to get out of here. It's locked, all right.
It's locked up, right? Not talking to me. Vampire. Still recovering. I gotta finally do him now. Do him that. I wanna get his ass up the damn sewers.
Have you found Oswald? All right.
I have all...
Thank you.
Have all that I need now is find your friend Oswald. Maybe now I can actually get your Oswald friend out of there. Go to a long way. Maybe kill some more creatures. Doesn't seem like it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I guess maybe I need a rest.
You again. What do you want?
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Tell him what's at the bottom, alright.
Let up, sir.
See what you
Been a
got.
while since we've seen any new faces round.
Been a
Good evening,
while,
Miss
the
Cox.
new patient
Hello
right
again,
here.
Dr. Reed. What do you want?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell.
Gang member.
If you're
Good
in-
job.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
What can you tell me about this part?
You can't trust anyone around.
Yeah, Lieutenant Trustin will go visit.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
You never paid him a visit at the Pembroke Hospital, did you?
And I don't intend to. In Clay's case, I'm not against a medical mistake or a little help from the Spanish flu.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What exactly happened?
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard. But he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Not much.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Doctor.
Hello.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint. I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of...
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Ah, you're a doctor.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted, and I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me this?
About the sad saint. Try asking Tom what's about him.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Lords, murders by night. Your sewer dog is my business.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
You still working at this hour? That's what I call dedication.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
And you.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
She left here first.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Yep.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. And they also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Really?
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Interesting.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throckmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Alright, let's hang up some vampire poses then.
Maggots and liars.
Who the hell's talking to me? What's this? Make some posters. I'll get some posters there. Make some posters from the pyre. What pyre? There's no snake in pile.
Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
Talk to him first.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Well, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. Would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Thank you. Someone texted me there.
Good evening, Mr. Throckmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you no...
I'm looking for...
For sad sake?
Really?
It's nothing.
I could...
All I will say is...
Maybe it...
Tell you what,
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton. Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Yeah,
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
I'm looking for a man named Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
The sad saint. Even when he was young, his faith and dedication were inspiring. A beacon even, if I may say so.
Interesting. But have you spoken to him recently?
I spoke with him about my missing son a few days ago. I've not seen him since he was attacked by some drunkard and left the vicinity.
Let's see here. I'll back out a little bit.
Goodbye, sir.
Let it load up a little bit. Excuse me. Now I could probably talk to him about him not looking so funny.
Good evening, Mr. Woodbead.
Yeah, please
Good evening to you, young
you.
doctor.
He's forever in some mode.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
Mr. Good.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet boot boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member.
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
Trouble with the new members of the gangs. Don't respect the old. You put fear in them.
If you were such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
People from the old
Do you
days.
still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody. Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout if you catch my meaning.
I'm sure a district as colorful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named, an old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though. Despite her ugliness, I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
Scared the G out of me.
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
These are difficult times.
With everything that's happened recently, the war, Spanish flu, I must concede that these are difficult times.
A few nights ago, I saw a kid eating a rat. He was right in front of one of those abandoned houses nearby, just chewing on a living rat's insides.
Tell me everything you know about the Guard of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
I know how it works. I freaking invented it. I know how it works. I invented it.
Tell me about the Wet Boot Boys, Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodmead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reed. But I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
Goodbye, sir.
See if the building's that way. Probably not, though. See if it's unlocked by now. Oh, gotta go through these furnitures.
I can't say, but whatever did this carefully avoided the archers. We found ourselves a bloody artist.
Seems like the guy with 3 ways on the
I hear you. Watch out for them! Die, bloody!
That was fun. That was fun.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Right, here we go.
He's a killer!
Freak. What? You know who that is. People.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
Still warm. Yeah, let's just the sewer line real quick. First, let's just under the locks. You know, kind of living together here.
It's locked.
Seems the knights have patrolled here pretty well. do anything. Search around here. Search around here. Perfect. I know where I'm going now.
Not a safe place right now, sir.
You teleporting prick. I don't hang them up just because I hang up posters and burn them all. Ah, yes, that door. Forgot. What? Right, Daddy. Quiet, little dog. Someone text me? Not important. Okay. Dog. Right, doggy. Quiet, freak show. My little boy, my little man. Okay. Who are you?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Come on. Might go a little break here. Got a little break here. I'm gonna pause. Gonna mute a little bit. Take my dog outside probably. Meet y'all later. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. You have to talk. Let's see what the merchant's got to sell first.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help?
He's a caretaker for the poor, is he not?
Something like that, yes.
Sorry, I don't know where he is.
Oh yeah, the watch.
Goodbye.
I know I've got something that'll stop.
Yes, the watch. Almost forgot about the watch.
Make you fancy?
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died. Who's your woman?
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing the best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
The Wet Boot Boys.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. Heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
Right about myself here.
I found this watch. It belonged to Miss Gillingham, but I thought you might find it useful.
That makes sense. She would have forgotten about the watch by the next day.
If you say so.
Take this for your trouble, Dr. Reed. I will not forget your gesture, I swear.
I didn't mean to do that.
Goodbye.
Ah, damn it. Why can't I go back? I want to go back! Fuck you, games! This is the future where you go back in time you want. Any important time. Fuck. Oh, fucking.
Stranger to these parts.
Good evening, young.
There's no need.
Why was this thing covering the same thing anyway? I wanted to
Show
trade
me what you
sell.
have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Unless I can buy it back. Where's Halliday?
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite a stranger to these parts.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Johnson Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication. Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But
yeah,
where
well,
are my manners?
maybe next time
Please
we'll
do
remember
come
that,
in, Doctor.
hopefully.
You are a doctor, yes?
Should have brought back to a damn relative, but damn thing was like, okay, it's almost thing. What if I just talk about it? Yeah, nope. would have given more better us than that, but it's like, no, you can't tell, it's right here now. No. Oh, that's bad, the game's down there. Nothing in that game, but out there, a little sign is bad. That's right, I'm gonna loot this old lady's stuff now. Because she's an old lady and she deserves it. She deserves to get robbed. I get it. I'm just, some peddler came in and claimed we had a doctor and just robbed me. Surely you're not the doctor.
It's locked, all right.
Locked? I talked to this old lady.
So, Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh no, I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Headaches? I'll give it to her. Definitely.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippett. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gilligan?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. Well, I would never say that to him, of course.
Your dog's barking at. Yeah. You're gonna be like that, do it again. You go outside. Go out of the room again. Good. Now, now. You be quiet, there. Let you outside play long enough. I know what happened to you.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all?
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Should I tell her? She'll forget, though. Should I tell her? But she is forgetful, but I don't know. Should I tell her? Jack will take care of you. I'll tell her. Austin's terrible choices. I did tell her.
Jack is dead, Miss Gillingham.
Of course he's not. I've seen him. Tonight, in fact. Ever the joker, Dr. Tippett.
Enid,
I've not seen...
Jack is dead.
Of course.
Alright. Better not to pick that one then.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
No, I'll find you something.
Good evening, Miss Gillingham.
Doing terrible.
May I come in?
Of course, of course.
I'm doing terrible. I can't tell this in the game, though. You can hear it. Come on, man. If I put the charger inside the room, he's gonna sit in front of the door now. Well, if my doors are like, but no.
So, Dr. Tippets, what brings you back here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham. You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham. Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me...
Goodbye.
Please, sir. Come and have a gander. Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem
Mine is so
stranger to me.
I totally lost when I'm breaking all this stuff, man.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not...
I see. She will go there probably sometime soon. And probably say something like, "Oh, Jack, where were you? Or what I done to Jack?" I could go bust in there like, "Hey."
I haven't seen young Sean around for a while.
Keep my eye open. That's all she does, and I'm wasting my time. I'll let my dog back in. See you later. Girl, booty in here. Get your booties in here, dogs. Yeah, silly dogs, being all silly. Being silly dogs, but they're silly. Talk to the man hiding the seals. Where the hell is that then? Oh, I'm a... That's way over there. Person hang your vampire posters around. Yeah. Can't get much out of her. I'm gonna move away from her. She's gonna start moving towards something. Ooh, damn it. Is it broken? There we go.
I'm sorry to say, but you haven't yet paid me for the clock I brought you last time.
The clock? Oh, yes. I found a broken clock in the living room and I couldn't remember where it came from.
You broke it? Ah, that is unfortunate. It was such a beautiful piece of work.
Really? Oh, I'm so clumsy these days. I'm so sorry. How much was it?
This'll be enough. I can't make you pay the whole price if it's broken.
That's so kind of you. I'm going to make some tea now.
At this time?
It will be enough until the next time you forget it. You old bat.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I'm right here.
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call.
It's time to confess, Martin. You've exploited Miss Gillingham's weakness to your own advantage, have you not?
All I've done is smile at her and be kind to her. I've done no other harm than giving her what she needed. This is no crime.
Lying and cheating are not qualities that one expects of a mature adult, my boy.
Christ, you sound like me old man. Grow up, stand straight. I'll live my life how I want, thanks.
God damn it.
Goodbye. Good evening, Miss Gillingham.
God damn it.
May I come
We're
in?
good with
Of
things.
course,
We're just getting
of
our chance on
course.
things, but, you know, fuck it. Next time I don't have to scold him. I'll just take his life next time.
So,
Enid, listen to me. You must not trust Martin Nightingale. Do you understand?
Martin reminds me so much of my Jack. I've not seen him here in quite some time.
Martin is not your son, Miss Gillingham. He's taking advantage of you.
No, Martin is not my son. My son's name is Jack. He always takes such good care of me. Who is this Martin you speak of?
Please listen. Martin is a young man who extorts money from you. Because of your vulnerability, miss.
What are you attempting, Dr. Tippett? If this is some kind of new experimental procedure, well, I do not like it one bit.
Let's just kill the old cuckoo
Goodbye,
out
Miss
of
Gillingham.
misery. God damn it, dog. What do you want, free? I think you're outside. You didn't do nothing, as usual. You want to play? Go play then. I should put the old bat out of misery. But easy way to do it. Son, Jack probably ain't gonna come back. Who you poking up about, huh? What else you really should do it. We're out there. Dumb dog, you. Whatever, dog. I never hurt you. Alright, put our vampire posters.
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple agent?
Alright, just gotta take care of these dudes then.
Crush the leech, boy!
Next time it's gonna charm those lads. Not that charm that boy or that old hag. That old hag and just to put out her misery. She won't remember it. She won't remember a thing. Who's this? Who got text me? Okay. Just the boys. Just the boys. Alright, time to get to work. Ring.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I do. Part 3000. Damn it. Alright. Time to finish up these posters then. Finish up hanging these posters. I'm hanging posters about vampires, so will that make me a double agent? Triple agent? posters about vampires around London. What the hell that make me? What?
This is no place for gentlemen. We have to stop it! That leech is... It's too strong! Shit, that leech is fast!
I guess he dropped nothing.
Done. Mr. Throckmorton should be happy.
I am done. Group. Are you? I'll report back to him when I'm done. Now let's play some hide and seek. I can feel a vampire hunter. Where are the sewers then?
I cannot enter.
I guess we move on then. Well then, till then I guess we move on until I'm in the sewers. Managed to train both. Both the old lady and Mr. Nightingale. I'll solve my problems. There's two ways I can get here. So I'll try the front door first. Maybe it's a lock. Oh, I'm everything.
locked.
What's been happening here?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Oh, another one.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Of course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you tell me about this?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
Well, maybe if we get sick, don't...
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Oh, your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Again, your dogs are barking at you. You know who it is. I don't know who that is. Yeah, it's Melissa. Dogs are barking and stuff, but they ain't there. Well, it's there, but no. You have no...
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind. You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
Oh, and the moment someone aggression and your back won't disappear. Typical.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Say you were drunk that night, so you're just a bad worker then.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
And it sounded like she got drunk off her at her and sister got drunk. Didn't spend a coin, which I believe. But she got drunk and lost it. Sounds to me she's terrible union. I see why her union people will be pissed off at her. Lost everybody's wages? Well, good fucking job. You were given one job to do. You got fucked it up. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. There's a man who gets the same thing too. Also blacklisted. Yeah. And again, why not about 18th century Unionites and all that shit? What do I know? Still, shame though. Still a shame though. Get blacklisted. Men in uniform.